Kia ora everyone. I hope you are all well, and whether you're in lockdown level 2 or 4 or whatever it is, I hope you're well. If not, then you may want to listen to this video because I want to talk about what is in our control and what is not in our control and how that can affect us. When we look at the idea of things that are within our control, that are literally in our control, then we find some comfort in the ability to manage those things. When things are not within our control and we can't do anything about it, that's where we can get a lot of stress and worry and issues happening from a health and well-being perspective. And when I look at in control, not in control, I also look at how the brain thinks or how we as humans think. Most often it's looking into the past, looking into the future, and worrying about the future or regretting what might have happened in the past. So when do we spend time in the present? Yeah, not that often. And when we are in the present, as I've written in some posts previously, we are more conscious around what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. Now, some of you may be struggling with being laid off work, or maybe you've got businesses and it's costing a lot of money in this current climate around business. So what can we do? So we can either worry about what is not in our control, or we can manage what is in our control. When, like I said, if we worry about what isn't in our control, then we're going to be stressing. So the idea then is knowing what we can do within this time, doing those things, but also perhaps spending some time on yourself. Why would you do that? Crazy idea. But to spend some time on yourself is going to prepare you for that charge of the challenges to come after this. So this is what I invite you to consider. Is there is a lot of fear out there. There's a lot of anxiety out there. There's a lot of blame. There's a lot of division happening. If we want to get caught up in that, that is going to affect our own health and well-being. If we want to continue to be kind, to be open, to be caring and considerate of others, then that's who we will be and how we will feel in a good space. But as you know, even with that alone, there is still things that we can be doing while we're in this lockdown. And I know a lot of you are doing some amazing things and starting to do your exercise more. I'm getting a lot of more people doing breath work because they see this relation to COVID and how important it is to actually start understanding more about your thoracic respiratory system. That's the thoracic area of your body, and how important that breathing, the importance of breath, to improve your current immune and well-being state. So to have some of these things, obviously the other one is good nutrition and getting good sleep, but if you are struggling with some of these things, come along to a class and join with some like-minded people. If you haven't already been to a class, or if you haven't been to one for a while, come back and check in again. But we're really focusing at the moment on helping to reduce that breath rate, helping to keep ourselves more calmer, more conscious rather than compulsive and reactive on a day-to-day basis. So what other techniques we can bring into our lives on a day-to-day basis that we can integrate and be conscious of and improve our relationships, our well-being, all these different things. These are what we have within our control, okay? The things, like I said, we don't have in our control, we just have to surrender and adapt and do the best that we can while that's happening, and not get caught up in the fear and all the media and the hype and everything. Stay centered, stay calm. If someone says something, ask them where they got their information from, their facts or whatever it might be. But yeah, make an effort if you can to be in this place, in this time now that you may have to recharge, build your immune system up and prepare your body. Hopefully that is some few good tips for you. And I enjoy what I do, as many of you know, and we will look forward to seeing you at some stage in the near future. Ka kite.